Now I'm going to make the motif. If you're a Janome version 5 user, you will find your Create Motif in the Advanced Digitizing toolbox. Hatch users, you will find, come on, open up, your Create Motif by hitting Digitize Open Shape, choosing a color, and I have already chosen my color, selecting whichever scale you think is the clearest, and I'll go for this one. Clicking on it, selecting it, and the moment you selected what you created, your context toolbar comes up and you get Create Motif and Create Border. Now I've already created my motif, but I'll go through the steps on this one. I'm going to move it over into an empty area. Get it into the middle of my screen. There's the one I'd created. And then I'm going to turn this one right. And I'm going to come over here and tell that reshape. Take this leg and bring it down to here. Move this straight down to there. Move my circular node to the middle to balance it all up. That middle, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. No, that'll be the middle there. And put my start position here, which puts my end position there. And then I'm going to tell that to stop, and then drop that down onto a grid line. Oh no. Drag it down. There we go. And go back to reshape. Just move this one over a fraction. I want it to sit on that line where the vertical and the horizontal grid line meet. Seems a bit fussy, but I want this to work. And then I'll move that over. Okay. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 millimeters wide. 2, 4, 6, nearly 7 millimeters tall. Tell that stop. I'm going to put it out of true view. Highlight it again. Create Motif. Up in the context toolbar. New. Carp. OK. Pattern. 10mm. Scale. That tells me what it is. Tell that OK. And then place my trace point right on that circle and drop my end point right at the bottom of that line. 10mm scale has been created in category carp. OK. Now I'm going to go back to, let me get rid of that, digitize open shape, resequence, I have to tell it stop for a minute. I forgot that I hadn't got my object properties open. OK. Outline. Motif. There it is, 10mm scale. So pick that. We'll just do a row of scales. Do that here. I didn't quite make this long enough. It says it's 9.91 wide. Spacing, let's make that 9.91. So select that last lot. (9.91). Enter. My baseline isn't long enough. Reshape. See this line? Still not quite long enough. OK. Tell that stop. That's it as the run line. Now I'm going to test it as a fill. Digitize close shape, fill, motif, category, carp, 10mm scale. And the program likes the motifs to be created left to right. Otherwise you get them upside down, which is handy to know because there might be a time when you want it to be upside down. This is very rough now because I just want you to see. Okay, now I don't particularly like the way that those are running. I'll put them in true view. There you go. I'm going to hide stitches. No, I can't do that. Hide display. Thank you. And select the last object made, which was this. And come over here to layout. And that's right in the way. Hide stitches. Thank you. Right, so here there's 1, 2, 3 blue motifs. I want to select that one up there. Thank you. And I'm going to move that and position it like so. Then I'm going to land on this one, and then I'm going to click on it again, and I'm going to rotate that so that it follows the general direction of the body. And I'm going to click enter and bring back stitches. And now you can see my scales are following the body line. No, I don't like that. Okay, so that's our motif ready for us for when we get to the body. So I'm going to get rid of these. Tell those delete. Now I can resize this and I can make smaller versions of these. So if I land on that one, it tells me it's 9.91 wide by 713 tall. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tell that 8 millimeters. Enter. There it is. And I can make another motif from that. Create motif. Eight millimeter scale. Okay. I'm putting my trace line. Now that one's been created. And you can resize it again, take it down to a 6 millimeter and make another scale of that one. So if you're doing small fish, you've got small scales, medium fish, you've got a medium scale, large fish, you've got a large scale. So let's get rid of these. And you can pull these in at any time as a stamp. And a stamp has full editing properties. A motif has editing properties, but it's already branched, so you can't branch them, and I'll show you the properties later when we actually use them. because it's using up video time at the moment. And I take forever to do a video. And delete that. And bring back the display. Now I'm going to do this fin. I pick my colour 31 and I start on this fin. So I come out of True View and I'm going to pick Digitize Close Shape, Satin, without an auto split, which you can already see the shape is far too big to be worked as a satin stitch. I'm going to take that one a bit higher. Oh. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause the video till I've got the fin marked in. Okay, I've got the top edge of the fin marked in, and you can see I have run a line up that side where there isn't one here on the drawing. I've also raised that one up, and now I've got to come down the line of the body, and I invade the body, because you should never butt your shapes up together. You should always give them an overlap or an underlap, and this is an underlap. Okay, so let's look at that in True View. Those stitches would not stitch out on my machines. My machine would try to trim them. So, how do I get around that? And I don't want that up there. Select, reshape. I want you up here. Thank you. I also don't want my angle running in this direction. I'm going to run my angle in that direction. Tell that stop. Highlight it again. And come to carving stamp. Come over to the right and you'll see the carving stamp menu has come up. I want to digitize my carves. Enter once, just to tell the program, okay, I have finished that line. Now I come down the main line of this fin. I hit once just to set that one. And I come down the middle here. And I come down this one, and I don't go to the ends, hit that one. I don't go to the ends on these because my stitches would be too narrow at the tops. Now I hit enter again. There are all my lines, and I don't create a stamp. I simply tell that stamp, but I'm going to put it on to True View so you can see what happens. Stamp, and there it is. So now all my lines are in. I'm going to go to reshape because I'm not happy with that angle, and a bit more, but I have to watch because now I've elongated this one. And I don't know why you've shot up to there when you actually live down there. You started there, you finished up here. And I need to put one more curve line in there. Do I like that angle there? No, I don't think I do, to be truthful. I think I'll leave it like that. You can play with your angles until you get the look that you want, but you don't want your stitches to get too long. So that's really what I'm trying to see, is to make certain that I don't have any stitches which are miles too long and are going to give me little dots instead of stitches. And they seem to be okay. Right, so I tell that, stop. Now I want to get up to the tail, and I'm going to do something similar with the tail. But I don't know how long I've been talking for, so I think I'll finish this video here, and in the next video we will do the tail.